Okay, I've never done this before. So what we're making tonight is boneless chicken wings and roasted veggies, which includes cauliflower and carrots and potatoes, and we'll season them. And we're also making just some box mac and cheese. It's this kind, porcini mushroom truffle with aged cheddar from Private Selection. Not sponsored or anything. This is just a decent brand of box mac and cheese, if that's not, you know, if that's something that you eat. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna prep our veggies, and we just got some baby carrots, so we're just gonna throw those in the bowl. And then we're gonna chop our cauliflower here, just into bite-sized pieces. And try not to make a mess everywhere. I am, but that's okay. We're gonna toss those in a bowl because we're gonna season everything. I always keep a grocery bag next to me for like trash, so and I'm sure that there's better ways to do that so that you're not using plastic grocery bags, but that's what I've got right now. Oh, I always make sure my oven is preheated. I've also got my deep fryer over here preheating to 375. My top oven is preheating to 425, and my bottom oven is just on warm. We're gonna drizzle this with some oil. You can use olive oil or avocado oil or whatever. I have just canola oil right now. It's not the best, but it's what we've got. A lot of cooking is, I feel like, just using what you've got, especially right now when everything is so expensive. Now we're gonna season our veggies with garlic, onion, paprika, salt-free chicken seasoning, and some salt. So that was some onion powder, and I don't measure a lot of things when I cook as far as seasoning goes. I just season it till it looks good. I'm just gonna stir this around. Salt. Now we're just gonna toss this on a baking sheet. And there's our side dish. Sometimes I'll throw on some Parmesan cheese, or even some feta cheese is really good baked on there too. So, okay, now we are gonna move on to our chicken. We're gonna cut our chicken first. I have 2 chicken breasts here. First, we are going to cut off this little, whatever that piece is. And it's usually on most chicken breasts, but kind of, there it is. It's just this little, I don't know what it is. It's an armpit or something. That's what I feel like. Okay, now the way that first let's also get rid of this. And this little piece, I like to point I like to point my chicken breast this way. Usually, but this one isn't really. These are slightly frozen still, but that's okay because they'll be thawed. Once we cut them, they'll thaw faster, and by the time we actually get around to breading and frying them, they'll be thawed. And it actually makes them easier to cut when they're slightly frozen. I'm kind of making little popcorn chicken pieces. And I'm gonna leave this one this size. Well, actually, I'm gonna cut it in half. There we go. So now we're gonna clean up our counter here. Okay, now we're gonna season our chicken. I have a blend of seasonings here. It's garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, salt-free chicken seasoning, there's also Italian seasoning, poultry seasoning, and this blend of spices that I got from Costco. It's really good. So I'm just gonna stir this around to coat. Some more. That looks good. Alright. Now we're going to take the rest of this seasoning and we're going to dump it in this flour that we have over here. Right here. This is flour and cornstarch. Probably about a cup and a half of flour and maybe a half, 3/4 of a cup of cornstarch, something like that. I didn't measure. We just dump that seasoning in there. I'm gonna add more seasoning to this flour. Onion, garlic, paprika, some salt. Some of this stuff. 5 eggs and a splash of milk. In a bowl. Oh, some of our chicken is gonna be breaded with some Andy Caps hot fries. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna first put our chicken in the flour, and then we're gonna do the egg. And then for most of them, they're gonna go back in the flour, but some of them, instead of going in the flour the second time, are gonna go into these hot fries. So we're gonna just bread all of our chicken, and then we're gonna fry it. We're gonna fry it at 350. And how long you fry is gonna depend on the size of your chicken. Mine usually fries for the smaller pieces go for about probably 3 to 4 minutes. Some of the bigger pieces go for 5 to 8 minutes. It just depends on, again, the size of the chicken, but you want to cook it until it's 165 degrees inside. Usually you can tell because it'll be golden brown and it'll float. But again, just double check the temperature. I've been cooking chicken long enough that I pretty much know when mine's done, but I still check it. So. Okay, so we've got our chicken all breaded. Now we've got our water turned on for our macaroni. I've got 4 tablespoons of butter and about 4 tablespoons of oil in a pan heating up. I'm gonna add this Nashville hot chicken style seasoning, some onion powder, some garlic powder, some paprika, probably some ancho chili powder, and some I like to add yellow curry powder as well, and then some Frank's just as like a base. And also I'll probably add some of the Melinda's ghost pepper wing sauce. So that'll be our sauce for our chicken. So this is my finished chicken. There's the hot fries one. So we're gonna eat now. Thanks.